Hey guys, welcome to Talk MUFC. My name is Mario, your host, and this is part 2 of the two-part series of transfers, speculation, rumors, and players who we should get into the club immediately and those who we should ship out right now. So, players who we should be getting rid of or who should be thinking about leaving the club immediately. Or let's start from the midfield. Number 1, Marouane Fellaini. Why do I say Fellaini, you ask? Well, just look at him. Does he really look like a footballer to you? Does he really look like a Manchester United player to you? He's slow. He doesn't really have ball control. He cannot adapt to a fast-paced system like us, like what Manchester United normally plays. I don't see him playing over anybody in our midfield. He's not getting the number 10 spot. The only good attribute he has is probably that he can head the ball, as we see him do in the World Cup for Belgium. But that's it. He's just arms, legs, a tall tree, and nothing else. Fellaini, just pack your bags and leave, please. 15 million, go back to Everton. I don't care. That's it. Next player who should be thinking about getting a new home is Anderson. A lot of you might not know this, but Anderson was touted as the next Ronaldinho. He was that good when we bought him for £25 million from Sporting Lisbon, but for some strange reason he didn't adapt well to the English Premier League games, a fast pace. He did not adapt well in his skills. He didn't enhance on his skills. He didn't enhance on the tactical aspect of his game as well. He just started to decline, started to joke around, get fat, started to become lazy, and then started to get injured. And you know what happened after that. He was loaned out to Fiorentina, which just goes to show you we don't want him at the club anymore. Anderson, you can just pack your bags, you can leave for free. If I had the money right now, I'll just pay you your compensation package to just leave my club. Goodbye, Anderson. Bye-bye. Next player we should get rid of is Ashley Young. Mr. Suit Up Swimsuit Diver. Ashley Young played for Aston Villa. He was pretty impressive when he was playing for them. He put in his odd shifts. He could score a good amount of goals, some spectacular ones, as he did for the first season with Manchester United. I know I cannot forget the one he did against Arsenal, the 8-2 whopping we gave them. He was absolutely sublime. His skills on the ball, his passing, his crossing, and then for some reason he became injured. Once he came back from his injury, he started to decline. His pass rate was decreasing. His crossing was becoming like Valencia's crossing, which is not good. His shifts were pretty mediocre. He wasn't beating anybody. He basically was a squad player who we didn't need. And then, to put the nail in the coffin, he started to do the unforgivable. He started to become like Sergio Busquets, a diver. Every single time he gets a little touch, he dives. It may have won us a couple penalties here and there, but Ashley Young, I'm begging you, if you want to further your career at any other football club except for Manchester United, stop diving. You need to leave, not only because you dive a lot, you need to leave because you're just simply crap. Absolute garbage right now. I don't see the need for you in our club at this moment, even if we weren't going to play 3-5-2. Nani's ahead of you, Valencia's ahead of you, and even young Adnan Januzaj, who was superb last season, is ahead of you as a winger. You should just pack your bags and say sayonara to our fair Old Trafford and just leave. Please, I beg you, leave. Next player on the list of the people we should get rid of is Nani. Well, what can I say about Nani? He is good, or was good. He can play really well. On his day, Nani is a well beater. On his day. The problem is, how many times do we get Nani on his day? The problem is, Nani is too inconsistent. And we can't have that at the biggest club in the world. There's no way we can have an inconsistent player at Manchester United. It just doesn't hold water. Nani, I'm sorry, you've been a good servant to the club, but 6 years, it's time to go now, son. Bye-bye. And last but not least, of the players we should have gotten rid of, or should get rid of this term, I'm sad to say this, but I wish you all the best in your endeavors because you have been a good servant to our club. I think we need to sell Javier Hernandez. Chicharito, why do I say we should get rid of Javier Hernandez? Well, he has been a good goal scorer for us. Not saying we don't need him, but Robin Van Persie, Wayne Rooney up top ahead of him. We have Danny Welbeck, homegrown player. Don't see him leaving. He's going to be ahead of him. We're bringing up James Wilson and Wilson Keane. They're going to be ahead of him probably in a couple of years' time. Chicharito, honestly, I like how you play sometimes. You're a real poacher and everything, but in order to further your career, I'm sorry to say this, but I think it's time for you to draw the curtain on your Old Trafford saga, your Old Trafford life, because you are really a good player and you need to further your progression. You need to get better, so you probably need to leave now. We can sell you for a good penny, probably 15 to 20 million pounds. I think Juventus really want you, or Atletico Madrid. If Louis van Gaal does fancy you, well, you should stay. But if you're going to be on the bench every season, every single time, just sitting on the bench, coming on as a super sub, I know you don't really like that name, but that's what you look like to most of us Manchester United fans out there, the super sub. We really like you, but in order for you to further your career, and we do look out for the best in our players, you probably need to leave Old Trafford. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'd like to thank all of you who watched and viewed my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below of any other video you like me to do, of any other player you like me to scout, or anything particular pertaining to Manchester United or football on a whole. Well, thanks again. This is Talk MUFC. I'm Mario, and I like to say I'll see you guys later.